This man made an entire country laugh. But that country no longer exists. Jasmin Geljo brought smiles to millions of people across former Yugoslavia with his hit series, The Audition, a theatrical fusion between SNL, Whose Line Is It Anyway, and of the ethereal, raw, and open spirit that is known as Balkan humor. He toured arenas across the country and the world until the Yugoslav civil wars broke out. And he was left with no other options but to flee. This Sarajevo-based Yugoslav comedy icon is here to tell all his life stories, raw and uncensored. How did you get so sexy?
Sexy?
Yeah.
I'm sexy?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Did you expect a war to happen?
No, nobody who is normal never expected something like that. It was some gypsies with a bear.
A bear?
A real bear. I said, I don't know, really, mine is not.
And somehow, in the process, he's become my Bubba.
The butcher is beautiful. I remember my first... Stop!
From superstar to refugee,
I said one chick!
this is the Jasmin Geljo story.
I don't understand this country. Everything is sorry. Yeah, in Balkan, we don't say sorry.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Nem's World Uncut. Today we are blessed to have a legend on this show, Jasmin Geljo, one of the biggest comedians in a country that no longer exists, Yugoslavia. He's here to talk about his crazy life stories, how he went from one of the biggest artists and comedians and actors in Yugoslavia to his life in Canada, life as a refugee, life getting very strange roles.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show, my friend.
Thank you very much for calling me on this show.
Welcome.
Thank you very much.
By the way, if you want to take your clothes off, it's all okay. If it's too hot in here.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay for now. Maybe later.
Yeah,
later. Yeah.
We're uncensored here.
Yes.
Yeah. From the top, but this time I want to see one chick jiggle.
But Baba, I don't think I can do one chick jiggle.
What do you mean you cannot do one chick? We are family, well known for one chick. My mother did one chick. I did my chick. Your grandmother created one chick before the Hebrews left Judea. She did one chick. And before the ancient Babylonian, they did one chick too. When Moses parted the sea, she did one chick to bring them home.
But Baba, I don't think I can do one chick jiggle.
Sure that you can. And look at your cousin.
So how are you?
Amazing.
Yeah.
Like always. I'm trying to be amazing always, and I am amazing.
You are?
Myself.
It's funny because my friend Stefan, we grew up together, but I never met you, but I used to watch clips of you as a child.
Yeah.
And we'll get into it, but it was clips of Audicija, the audition, and basically it was a lot of improv. And when I watched you with his dad, because Stefan's dad was your partner, your sketch partner, I would just laugh because it reminded me of me and Mirko. And I'm like, when am I going to meet Geljo? And Stefan's like, he's very exclusive. You have to find him.
You have to find him.
And then it was in Sarajevo Meets where I met your partner. Is she your wife?
Which one?
The last one.
Yeah, that's my third one.
Oh, we haven't seen Father in so long.
I know. Father! It's been so long!
Shut the fuck up!
How are you, Father?
How are you? First I married your mother, thinking you'll be good, but you retard. Then
I married your mother thinking it's better, but you are bigger retard.
Father, what is new?
What is new? I travel all world. I was in Prijepolje, I was in Novi Pazar, I was in Slavonia, I was in Beč.
Whoa!
And I fuck everything. Everything what's walking. I know you don't fuck shit, but today I'm gonna teach you how to be man.
Oh, but I thought we were all
Shut the fuck up! Look at this. Filipino goat testis water. Purple goat from Kuala Lumpur, from Muda. And then there is this.
What is?
Smell.
Oh! Oh! What is it?
This is the Bishkek. From the paste of the mountain lion goat. Of the goat of the mountain of Bishkek.
What?
I said this is a Bishkek. From the paste of the mountain lion goat. Of the goat of the mountain of Bishkek.
What?
What do you mean about it makes your heart 7 days?
Oh!
Don't drink that, moron. That's eye drop. My God, let's go. We have
Where?
to go in the hospital. He's gonna.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Oh my God.
Oh my God!
See, he's an idiot.
Yeah, so she's like, "Oh, Geljo's my husband."
Yes, she told me.
And then we met, and then it's like, it's what, been over a year, and
Yeah.
good times.
It was like, she told me that she met somebody very tall who is
Still
doing
breastfeeding.
Yeah, still breast, of course.
Yeah.
I'm doing that even now. But
It's just not my mother's breast.
no mother, but
Yeah.
some.
Still feeding.
Yes. She told me about you. She said she met one tall guy who is doing some filming, and I said, okay, introduce me to him somehow, and then we met actually in that Yugoslavian bar. Do you remember, like
Sarajevo meets
No. Before that, in a Balkan meet.
Balkan.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
What was it?
Balkan
Balkan
Cafe.
Balkan
And it's
cafe.
gone?
It was good vibes.
It's kind of like Yugoslavia.
My name is Geraldina Paschicevic Krtova. I'm Jasmin's aunt. I told him so many times, forget about acting. Be butcher like myself. The butcher is beautiful. I remember my first... Stop! My God, so many idiots around. My first lottery, it's like, hello, I can't concentrate, stop.
It's kind of like,
Yeah.
it's easy.
It was good energy.
Yeah.
It sucks that it's not. It was like Blue or West.
Yes.
But I wanted to ask you some questions, so younger people watching this kind of understand. Maybe we could start where you're from.
Originally, I'm from. I'm always saying I'm former Yugoslavia. If somebody want to know exactly from where, I said from Sarajevo.
Sarajevo?
From center of Sarajevo.
Central Sarajevo?
Yeah.
What street?
Now they change the street. They're changing the street all the time. Now
Historical revisionism.
used to be Skerličeva,
Schedule
10, but now is Vancašova 10.
One Sashova 10?
Yes.
And was that a building?
No, it was house.
was a
Actually, I
house.
have a coffee bar in that house. It's our
Really?
Yeah.
it's our own house. My family, my brother, my sister. Then before war happened, we opened a coffee bar. It was really busy, so busy.
Yeah.
And there is people people from from Bijelo Dugme, from
Wow. For those who don't know, Bijelo Dugme was like the Beatles of Yugoslavia.
yes, and then all people who were doing some music, some I don't know, theater, film, they were there. So the place was packed every day, packed.
Wow.
And
It was like Yorkville.
yeah, one day, you wouldn't believe, one day it was sometimes some gypsies walking on the street with a bear.
Wow. Yep.
And
with the bear. Always
with
the bear.
with the bear, you know, real bear.
A bear?
A bear,
A real bear?
The real bear, yeah.
Gypsies walking with a bear?
Yes,
Were they playing
yes.
music?
And they have, that bear really have a kind of
bulldog.
hook
A ring,
here
yeah.
to pull that bear, and he's following those gypsies. And I met the guy, said, can you come in my coffee bar, please?
With the bear?
And he said, yeah. And the bear was inside of the patio from coffee bar.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Welcome to Bosnia.
But
It's a regular day
they
in
call
Bosnia.
Bosnian bear. They call Bosnian bear.
This is Bosnian bear. This is not Serbian bear. This is not Croatian bear.
It's Bosnian bear.
Please, Vasil. Oh, hold on, Vasil.
Fucking idiot.
Hold on, Vasil. Hold on, Vasil.
Yeah.
Hold on, Vasil.
He drink all
Hold on,
whiskey.
Vasil. Hold on, Vasil. Hold on, please. Hold on.
Hold on, hold on.
Vasil. Hold on, Vasil.
He's,
Hold on.
he's totally idiot. Idiot. Yeah.
I'm very sorry. I've never seen anything like this. We're gonna have to call in our specialist from Kyrgyzstan.
You idiots! What have you done? He's going into the fourth stage of the non-binding, generally neutral pulmonary cardiac arrest.
No, son of I gonna be general neutral.
No, I just mean he's going to die.
Oh, that's okay.
There is one thing that can save him. The mountain of Kekspish. The antidote of the mountain goat, of the lion goat, of the pace of the mountain of Kekspish.
What?
I said the mountain of Kekspish. The antidote of the mountain goat, of the lion goat, of the pace of the mountain of Kekspish.
I don't understand.
This will save him from boner death.
Are you okay? Vasil?
I feel gay!
You idiot! Everybody know too much Kekspish make you general neutral.
You learned something.
Is there a photo of this? Do you have any?
I don't have, you wouldn't believe I don't have. Seriously.
It just happened randomly.
Because people actually...
Well, you know what? I don't believe it. Pics or it didn't happen.
Okay.
Sorry.
But people were start being scared because he was in a corner of the...
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I said, okay, thank you for coming. There is your beer. Bring and then
Wow.
see you next time.
That's phenomenal. So why don't you take us through that journey of what your life was like, as you were growing up in this country that no longer exists, and what led you into this, career of the arts? How was that experience growing up before, Yugoslavia disintegrated? Because a lot of people, when they hear, oh, by the way, when we talk about Yugoslavia, it's the Balkans, which everybody refers to today.
It's South Balkan. How
Yeah.
you call it? Southeast Balkan.
Yeah. Well, I guess they all group us in as the Balkans
Yes.
now, but all people really know when they hear, oh, this guy's from one of those countries in the Balkans, they just think of war. But maybe you can kind of paint the picture of what it was like before war, and
it
what
was
your
really-
life was like.
it was really beautiful. But I had an opportunity to play over 2,000 performances in a former Yugoslavia. We were playing like sometimes 3 to 4 performances daily, and it was. I remember we play in Zagreb. It was 10 days times 3 performances.
Yeah.
And it was around 66,000 people who watched that performance.
Wow.
We were
Each
playing.
time?
No, the 2,000 each time because we are playing 3 daily.
Yeah.
So times 10 days, 6,600 is daily, and in 10 days it's like 66,000. Then we play in Belgrade, same amount.
Yeah.
For 10 days, and then we play in a whole former Yugoslavia. Sometimes we were playing really in front of 10,000 people.
Yeah.
Like you know, those big arena like arena in
Rogers.
Toronto.
Yeah. Scotiabank.
Rogers Center. Yeah.
My first lettering, it's a small baby from Bull. He's a beautiful eyes, beautiful. And I was even singing to him lullaby. And then he almost fall to sleep, but he was looking at me with beautiful eyes. And then what I said, I just poke his eyes, and then I juggle his neck, and then it was beautiful. And he doesn't believe me. He's an idiot. Jasmin is an idiot. Read it! The only person who can taste this one is me. You have to blow that. My God.
And then, but over 2,000 performances we play, like it's crazy. And then when we went in like we were playing wherever is Yugoslavian people lives. Like we were in Australia 3 times, then we New Zealand 3 times, then we were in Scandinavia and Western Europe. I don't know how many times. And
how did you get into acting?
It was funny how I get into acting. A friend of mine, he was forcing me to prepare something for audition, and I said, "Come on, I don't want to do that." He said, "Please, you can be good 100%." Come on, I don't know what to prepare. And he said, "Find some monologue." And okay, I said okay, and I prepare, and I passed. He didn't. University. He didn't pass.
He didn't get in.
He didn't get in.
And you did.
Wait,
I
what
did.
was this for?
For University of Acting, because I graduated University of Acting, which is not some courses. It's like 4 years full-time studying.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and then one of my professor was a well-known director, Emir Kusturica. He was a 2 times Golden Palm winner.
Yeah, he won the Cannes Film Fest.
And I was playing in one of his movies.
Yeah, one of the greatest filmmakers from former Yugoslavia.
Yeah.
And he's very close friends with Johnny Depp.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
that's cool.
Yes. And he has a beautiful place in Serbia called. You should go there.
Kustandar.
No, that's festival. But he has a place called Mečavnik, which is on the Drvengrad, or wooden town.
So what did he do? He built the whole city out of wood?
Yes,
like
everything is from the wood. We were last year there to do some celebration of my girlfriend's daughter. So she gets married. Yeah,
I would love to go there.
It's fantastic.
My dad's been, my sister's been. I haven't
fantastic. And then Kamengrad, which is in a
neighboring village. Only stone.
This
village, only wood.
Kind of.
We have 2 businesses. First business is a strip club, and the second business is a butchery. So, but to be honest with you, I like more to be butcher. What are you doing? Out! Out!
But it was.
They don't have like straw town. It's like the 3 little pigs.
And
that's amazing.
And then later on, I did performance with Stefan Father, Željko.
Yeah.
Touch Everything But Heritage, and then we play around 1,000 times that performance too.
So I just want to give people kind of a background. You guys were like a sketch duo. You do entire arenas with the show, and people would be tuning in also live on television, right?
Yes.
Like millions of people were watching
Yes.
across Yugoslavia.
I think that's one of around 3 million spectators were watching Audition alive.
Yeah.
I don't know if that does ever did something like that worldwide. Seriously,
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe in China,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, the whole country was tuning in, and you were what, in Sarajevo for the main?
yeah, we were like in Sarajevo. We built that first performance we were making in our university on the stage, and then one TV station. In that time, we didn't have so many TV programs,
Yeah.
except one, and one producer and of one TV show, which is called Black Sheep.
Yeah.
It was starting in the night, like for people to watch, like late in the night. And they want to shoot that performance, what we play. And after that performance, it's crazy. Everybody started to calling us, like, can we visit them? Everybody, like crazy, really crazy. And still, I'm so shocked. Still, people watching that. Even small kids watching that characters from that performance. And then recently we had the 33 years of anniversary of Audition. So we went in all places where we were before war happened, like, and it was like we were in Australia, New Zealand, and again, Western Europe and everywhere. So, and it was packed, full.
Yeah, you guys were literally like, what can I compare you to? Like Saturday Night Live and like the Drew Carey. Remember Drew Carey show?
Yes.
Drew Carey show. So it was something similar, but what was magical is the aspect of like how the whole country was in on it, and everybody was tuning in, and everybody knew you guys.
In the Balkan, they give you some herbs. Sometimes drink in the morning, rakia. Alcohol, yeah. But here they give you small pills for everything. Pills. And lots of advice. What the fuck that mean?
I was gonna ask you a little bit about those characters that you played.
I played two characters. I played one female character,
husband and
well
wife.
known as a
Can we
Mima.
cut to female character?
Cut to, what was her name?
Mima Šiš.
Mima Šiš.
Znate da imitirate?
Znam.
Koga?
Životinje.
Izvolite.
Mogu?
Izvolite. A koja je to životinja?
Riba.
Kako riba?
Kako? Moment.
A koja je to riba?
Pirana. Mogu još jednu životinju, molim vas?
Izvolite.
Hvala.
A koja je to životinja?
Chihuahua. Ili mogu jednu anegdotu, molim vas?
Izvolite.
Mogu?
Može.
Hvala. Ima izaći!
Professor Bora Stepanovic, who was our main professor, great guy, he was giving us kind of task, is good word. It's to watch some new candidates for university and to try to mimic those guys. And it was a girl, same name, Mima, from one small village, I don't know from where, and she had, that bag full of vegetables inside, like onions coming out from the bag. She came, probably somebody told her, "Oh, you look like actress. You have to be actress." And she prepared something, and she came there to do audition for university, and I mimic her, and of course I ad-lib some.
And she became a character.
Yeah.
What about her acting career?
Yeah.
What happened to her?
What happened to her audition?
I don't know. I never know, but I know her full name, which I'm not going to say. Her her first name is the same like what I had as a character, Mima, but her last name I can't say.
It's
But
different. She's out there
find her on
watching.
Facebook?
She's watching this right now, and she's going like, "I knew it. He was imitating me."
she was so cute, really, so
Oh,
cute.
man.
And the second character is a totally lunatic. I mean, I just made from my. It's like
What's his name?
Rocky Mokroguz, or if you translate Mokroguz, it's wet butt,
Wet
Yeah,
ass.
wet ass.
wet ass. Yeah.
Rocky wet ass. Cut to Rocky wet ass.
Hoćete malo nazad samo.
Neka ja volim da smo mi blizu ovako.
Malo nazad samo.
Znam, ja volim da smo mi bliže.
Stanite nazad tamo.
Jo,
A ne tamo, ovamo bliže. Ovamo bliže.
E, sad sam
Stanite
bio
tu
ovdje.
do stola. Tamo stanu, stanite tu.
sad sam bio tamo.
Ovdje do stola stanu.
Sad sam bio, joj.
Tu stanite do stola tu. Tu stanite.
Stao sam.
Dobro. Smirite se, šta vam je?
Šta je, šta?
Smirite se, šta vam je?
Smirite se vi, šta je vama?
Možemo da počnemo.
Može.
Vi ste
Domančić Mirko, Roki.
Smirite se polako.
Mirio sam se, joj.
Odakle ste vi?
Odavde.
Šta vam je, čoveče,
Šta
polako?
je vama, bez nije ništa. Molim vas, nemojte te priče.
Smirite se, stanite fino.
Ste vi nervozni, nemojte na drugog prebaciti.
Pa smirite se fino, stanite.
Miren sam od uvijek.
Šta ste radili vi? Šta ste po zanimanju?
Invalid rada.
Pa šta ste radili?
A to, bio sam rovokopač.
I šta je bilo?
U rov.
I?
I kop me prekrio. Kop me prekrio.
Dobro. Smirite se, šta vam je?
Smiren sam.
Vi ste dobro.
Djeca.
A možemo da nastavimo dalje?
Može.
Pa šta vam je?
Nije ništa. Mislite ovo?
Da.
Pojao sam onu urnebe salatu, pa ću tu malo giba.
Dobro, idemo, možemo da nastavimo.
Može.
Šta ste spremili?
Spremio sam kompoziciju, recitaciju, reklamu, sportaž.
Šta sportaš?
I sportaša mislim to, ju.
Dobro, šta ćete prvo?
Ovu kompoziciju.
Koju?
Žena.
Izvolite.
Može.
Voljela me jedna žena, srce uzela, dušu otpila, hej, žena.
Dobro!
Dobro je!
The audience liked that Rocky because he's a crazy. I'm preparing now one performance with him, and friend of mine back in Sarajevo. So we should start very soon with the rehearsals and everything.
So this was in the 80s, right?
We first time we played it in 1982 or 3, I forget.
Yeah.
But wasn't popular.
Yeah. You kept
But
going.
we were playing before we become really popular, we played at least, I tell you, in Sarajevo we played 300 times.
There you go, guys. If you want to be great at something, you got to keep
Going,
putting
yeah.
it
You
in.
got to go to Sarajevo and do it 300 times.
And you got to catch a gypsy bear. A Bosnian gypsy bear.
Yeah, it's good, bro. It's good.
The 3-step process. First, get bad. Second, go to Sarajevo.
Yes,
Third, do 300.
And
Work really hard.
Do you remember when you slaughtered that baby cow? Oh, it was so beautiful. She had beautiful eyes. You remember you were singing that lullaby to those, and when start sleeping, you just slaughter him. It was beautiful. And I told you, keep that job, but you're not talented to be stripper like how you was talented to be butcher. We have this stripper business and butcher shop business that you was much better to be butcher.
But I wanted to be a professional stripper.
Yes, but you're much better butcher.
And then after the 300 performances, we did 90 performance in Belgrade in a Zvezdar theater.
Yeah.
And then actually from that money from Audicija, It was packed. They built a summer stage, like with 700 seaters.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then the last performance, the big manager came and asked us if we want to continue doing this performance with him.
Mm-hmm.
It was Raka Djokic, very famous folk singer from Yugoslavia, from Balkan, Lepa Brena.
Of course.
It was her manager, and he offered us kind of, if we want
the
to...
Shania Twain of former Yugoslavia.
Shania Twain? Cher?
Yeah. And
the
then,
Cher.
yeah.
The Cher.
And then we said, yes. And he gave us, I remember, in that time he was offering us each, it was 8 of us. He was offering like, I think 50,000 euro, German mark, not to work anything for 2 months.
Wow.
And he's going to pay us vacation in one of the most expensive places in Montenegro,
yeah.
which is St. Stefan and Miločer,
mm-hmm.
until he prepare marketing and everything for our performance.
Yeah.
And we were there 2 months, like everything, fantastic.
Yeah.
And then when we come in Belgrade, when he organized first opening night, it was like thousands and thousands people were in a row buying tickets.
Mm-hmm.
And when they saw us, they started running after us. And we start running from them. What the fuck? And and it was really popular because I think because we are so innocent in that performance, we didn't touch any politics or something to, why to give them
any reason to divide.
Yeah.
So walk me through, maybe not the politics, but how you felt as you moved into the late 80s and there was like tension in the country and like into the 90s. What was that like for you? How did that affect your life? Because you ended up coming here as a refugee.
As a refugee, yeah.
And like maybe walk me through that story, however much you're comfortable, but like, because people are interested in like how that can happen somewhere. Did you expect a war to happen?
No. I mean, nobody who is normal, I'm sorry, but I think that I'm normal, maybe not, but never expected something like that. This is only who wanted the war, it's nationalists. It's like those, I don't know, I cannot talk even of them, it doesn't matter. And then, but when I came in Canada, I didn't speak English at all, nothing.
Yeah.
And then, but my profession is actually to use language to be an actor, right? To speak.
Yeah.
And then, but I remember the first time when I was on the airport with my first wife. We had this French poodle, which I brought from Sarajevo, from that war situation and everything. And she had all vaccination and everything what she supposed to have. But on airport, when we arrived, they told us that dog, she cannot go in a refugee center. And we didn't know what to do with that dog. Then my wife, she was ex-wife, she was speaking English. And then they said, okay, but there is a human society. They said, you can pay $30 per day and dog will be there, safe. And we had in that time 175 German mark in our pocket and a couple plastic bags. And
as refugees.
As refugees, yeah.
And your poodle.
And then we don't have that money. And then one guy, he said, okay, we have a solution. Because they were calling human society. And solution was they can put dog for free to sleep. And then...
wow. Thanks for offering to kill my dog for free.
And I told my wife, she was translating to me, she's like crying. And I said, okay, ask them when is the flight to go back.
I'll go back to the wars and take my
And then third solution was like, okay, you can bring dog in a human society, but we are not going to feed the dog. And I said, okay. And I
we'll kill him slowly.
Yeah.
Do you want to kill
so
him
I brought
fast?
I brought the dog in human society. He was really looking at me like crying almost. And then I remember when I was in a refugee center, I was waiting people to finish their food, and the rest of the food I put in a small bag for my dog to bring over there. And I was 30 days walking because I didn't have money to pay the buses and those things. I was walking from Bathurst approximately and College to River Street, where is a human
River Queen.
Yeah, it's like there and back. It's like 7, 8, 10 kilometers maybe.
Yeah.
And it was winter time.
For Americans, that's 6 miles.
I don't understand this country. Everything is sorry. Yeah, in Balkan, we don't say sorry. The guy, he hit me with the truck.
You got hit by a truck?
Yeah, but it was okay. It just like this. I went in a grocery store and woman bumping me and she said sorry. And I punched her. She said sorry again. Why they're saying sorry in this country? What is this? Is this country or factory for sorry people?
After 3 years, I was working so many different kind of jobs, like, and I remember I was selling perfume door to door with a friend of mine from Portugal.
Yeah.
And then I was knocking on one door, and the guy, it's like 3 years after I'm already in Canada, and the guy opened the door, the woman opened the door, and she said, wow. And I was just, hello, I just have a perfume promotion, would you like to try some? And she was talking my language. And she was calling her husband, saying like, pero.
Autograph.
Pero, yeah. And she said, what? He said, what? He said, come to see this guy, come to see the guy. He looks like a Mima.
Your character.
Yeah, like my character, which I was playing. And I was acting that I don't understand what they're talking about. And then, and I said, would you like, husband came, I said, would you like perfume or something? And husband was talking with her like, yeah, he really looked like Mima, and I was like.
How did that make you feel in that moment?
I'll tell you, when they said, no, perfume, they closed the door and I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
It was like, it's kind of heavy for me, but it's okay. After 3.5 years, I started having audition.
Yeah.
And it's not bad.
Yeah.
But almost of the time I'm acting because we have an accent.
Yeah.
I'm always acting some kind of bad guy.
So tell me about these roles that you would get.
I like one roles. I call that roles. It's love scene. Because in those scenes I have
here on social media we call it grape scenes, like the fruit.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Well, it was beautiful in one TV series.
It's called a grape scene?
Whatever.
He'll tell you about it.
Yeah.
And it was a scene where I'm like one of the bad guy, and I have to first
grape.
To grape. To grape female UN peacekeepers, because the TV series about situation back home.
And you're what, a Serbian war criminal?
Whatever.
Yeah.
I don't care. I mean, actually, any criminal. And then I was raping first graping her.
Don't worry about it. It doesn't matter.
Okay. And there's two guys holding, my guys were holding her hand and the other two her leg while I'm graping her. And then after I finished with her, I was graping a male character, also UN peacekeeper.
UN male
peacekeepers also hold by hand. And I call that scene love scene.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
it's beautiful.
They said, welcome to Hollywood, Mr. Geljo.
I remember I did one cheek jiggle in the age of 4. 4. I slaughtered my first pig in the age of, guess?
5?
No, 2.
Oh, Baba.
Yeah, Baba was amazing. One time I was jiggling one cheek. You know how long was jiggle? 7 minutes. Yeah, non-stop.
But most of the time, I really have those kind of bad guys because of accent.
Do you like playing the bad guy?
I don't care, really.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, those kind of scenes, they seem kind of hard to do.
no, it's nice.
It's nice.
So those were the roles you were getting when you came to Canada.
It's beautiful, yeah.
War criminals, rapists.
Yeah, I was one time main assassin on American president.
Yeah.
In the movie The Sentinel, yeah. With Michael Douglas, good cast. Michael Douglas. And I was working with Angelina Jolie too. The Beyond Borders, she's a beautiful person.
Yeah?
Yes, very nice, very normal, very,
Really?
very fantastic, really.
Interesting.
I mean, there's lots of people saying that, but while I was doing with her those scenes, she was great. She was really nice.
Mm-hmm. A lot of Serbian people don't like her because of that movie she made. Did you watch that movie?
Huh?
Land of Milk and Honey?
Yeah, I know, but
Yeah, it's heavy.
I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
you know who doesn't understand that the maybe again those nationalists who is pushing that, which is but normal people will understand that's the movie, nothing else.
Yeah. So you're saying she was a nice person to work with?
Very nice, very polite, very nice, very. She was even talking about me in for that movie Beyond Borders, where I was playing. She was, that on the tape, the end of the movie. How you call that?
Like the credits?
Not credits. The after credits, they have always some clips from how they shoot. How you call it?
Behind the scenes.
Behind the scene. Yeah, she was talking about me.
Yeah.
And then, so she's a really great person.
Yeah.
I cannot say anything else.
So.
And all of these guys, like I was working with Michael Douglas, with Kiefer Sutherland, with the really kind of big Donald
No grape
Sutherland.
scenes with them.
No.
We would have paid to watch that one.
Yeah. So it was like it was nice people, very, very calm people, and very nice people.
In Balkan, when I go to doctor, they told me, "What you eating? Why you eating so much? Look at you, you look like a pig." Here, I don't understand. They said you don't look really healthy. What healthy? In the Balkan, doctors say, "Stop eating that bread." And here they're worried about my feelings. I want doctor, not therapist.
You work with some of the greatest people in Hollywood. Who was your favorite person to work with?
In Hollywood?
Yeah.
Charlie Chaplin.
You worked with Charlie Chaplin?
No.
Oh my God.
No. My favorite actor there, which I didn't work with. There's a couple of them. It's like De Niro.
Yeah.
He's one of the top one I like. And then I really like, but he's not in Hollywood. I like Anthony Hopkins big time. He's like great actor.
He's considered Hollywood.
Is it?
Yeah.
Anthony Hopkins. Definitely, yeah.
But
you like working with Anthony Hopkins? Do you work with De Niro?
No.
No? Oh, you like them?
I was this much close to work with De Niro because I was auditioning for, I forget what's the name of the movie. And I had a call back and then I didn't go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Stefan keeps telling me about a story when you got pulled over by a police officer.
Yes.
Maybe you could tell us
that
experience because he activated his acting.
Was that here or back home?
Who?
The police officer scenario?
No, it's here. It's
here.
Yeah, it's here. Happened.
So
okay.
what happened?
What happened? I was coming from the grocery store. I don't know, with the car, and on one small plaza, and I was turning like right, and it was that Diamond Lane,
yeah.
And
confusing.
It was between 3 and 7. You cannot be in it, otherwise you will get a ticket with 2 points or whatever. I forget what was it. And I said, I'm not gonna go in the middle one because I just 300 meters after I have to go in my street. And I was driving, and that police whoop. And I said, oh my God, I don't want my insurance to increase or whatever, because of stupid ticket. and I was sitting in a car. It was a summer day. It's really, really hot. And he said, "Good afternoon, sir." And and I was acting like, you know, those people who is a little bit deaf, and then a little bit like talking like not how you say it.
Muffled.
Yeah, muffled or whatever. When he said good afternoon, I said noon, noon, and right after that, I saw in his eyes, what the fuck is this? And he said, and I was talking very loud.
So there must have been a point where he wasn't sure whether you were fucking with him.
No,
you sent that full.
Yeah, I was like very serious and said, no. And then he said, "Sir, do you know why I stopped you?" I said, "I don't know why you stopped me. Because I didn't run so fast. Can I have your document?" Of course, you have it. And it was loud, really loud. And he took my documents. He went in his cruiser, and he was like doing something like. And I went out from my car, and you know his windows was open from the other side, from the passenger side. And I came on the window and said, "I don't know really why I never have anything and nothing." And I said,
"Wait, you walked up to his cruiser and you added on to it?"
Yeah, and I was talking in the car, and he was going computer like, I said, "You can check on your computer." And he said, "My computer doesn't work." And I remember I got the $80 ticket and something mandatory, like I don't know what is mandatory, which means, I mean, I know what is mandatory, but like if I make any mistake in a certain amount of time, I will pay, I don't know, exact and points and everything. But what is the funniest thing is when I left, I was thinking, poor guy, 100% when he went back to his police station, he was telling people like, could you imagine what happened to me? This is
a retarded guy that I stopped.
This is my imagination. And I told like, maybe he will say, I meet the guy who is talking like, no, like this. And then I'm imagining the next day what's happening. He's coming back in his police station, and when he came in, everybody said, "Good morning."
It probably happened like that.
Yeah, it probably happened. Oh, so it's really funny. And I don't know how I keep that. If he had a computer, okay.
Yeah.
There is those kind of information, if you like.
It's like in big letters, not retarded.
Yeah.
Not retarded or deaf.
But I was lucky. There is some problem with he was like shaking.
Yeah. But any other moments you channeled that character?
Which one? This one? Mm-hmm. No. I was thinking to make one character in one performance like that, but maybe one day, I don't know. But it's difficult for people to understand. Yeah. I was thinking to make one film which doesn't have, which will not use
words.
No, which will not use the existing any language. It will be language
Mumbles.
Like, and you have a subtitled.
That sounds a little bit Yoruba, Nigerian. And we had some Nigerians
think you're not
on the
speaking
show.
a language in the Yoruba.
You think, but there's always 3 words somewhere in the world.
Yeah. So
that's amazing. So why don't we talk about your family? You have a powerhouse film family. Your brother's an established screenwriter,
production designer,
and production.
And
but he's a writer too, right?
Oh yeah, but his real profession. He was a production designer for a long time. He was working in Belgrade, on TV station, main.
And your son was in James Cameron's
4 Avatar,
4 Avatar movies.
Yes.
He played the I didn't know it was him since CGI, but he plays the son of the aquatic avatars.
The unknown. His
Yeah,
name
the
is
bully
Unknown.
in the last one. It was the bully guy, and they bullied the sky avatar guys because they're like refugees.
I only saw the first Avatar.
What?
Yeah.
Anyways,
I didn't know there was 4.
pretty fascinating that he got a deal. Four Avatar movies. Good for him.
They said it was 35,000 people were auditioning worldwide, and there is only 6 of them or 7, I don't remember, because he was there for a year and a half. In LA, they were shooting somewhere else. I don't know, Hawaii, something else. But it was like really totally different. And then the people, I met them. I was a couple of weeks there.
Yeah.
I met all of them. They are very nice people.
Yeah.
James Cameron is a very nice guy, very calm.
Did you get to hang out with him?
Yeah, because the first day when we brought our kids there, he came to talk with each of parent.
Really?
Like, yeah. And
We're
then
taking your child for 3 years.
year and a half.
Yeah.
Year and a half. Yeah.
Wow.
So it's like, but I'm telling Philip, it's very difficult to shoot those kind of movies, which is a special effect.
It's all studio.
Because it's all
You're bugged
long
in there. 16-hour
and
days
like,
every day.
Yeah. And then, he get tired because before that he was doing a TV series, kids TV series, Odd Squad.
Yeah.
He was the main character in the first season.
Yeah.
So, and year and a half in Odd Squad, year and a half in Avatar. It's like
It's a lot for how
now
old is he?
he's like kind of. I want
He
to
needs to
relax.
decompress. Yeah, he should.
Yeah.
He should.
And it was the worst time for him because he was in a school in that time. Somehow he lost his kids who were in
He just needs to decompress.
I know.
What is so he did a year and a half with James Cameron. That's 3-4 movies.
There is 4, I think.
He did a phenomenal job in the last one, the first of the new ones. I was blown away. He was very talented. I'm assuming you taught him how to act.
But you know what? He's like what you said. He's really talented. He's like I didn't help him so much. Of course, some things because of my experience.
Yeah,
I
if your
told
dad's
him
an actor.
which way eventually. But he actually choose everything and the way how he's gonna act. And
Good for him.
I did no really.
You must be very proud of him.
I am. I will be proud even if he's I don't know.
A stripper.
Yeah, or something.
At Remington.
Yeah. No, if he's.
You love him regardless, but it's great that he's great.
He's good.
Yeah, a lot of Balkan parents, they.
But he doesn't speak our language. That's
Yeah.
my mistake. Because
okay.
he's a mix between Filipina, his mother,
Yeah.
and myself. So.
So he's Philip Bosnia.
Philip Bosnia.
Philip Bosnia.
Bosnia.
Kind of.
Bosnia Pina.
Bosnipino.
Bosnia Pina.
He's
How you
Bosnia.
said?
He's Bosnipino.
Yeah, Bosnipino.
Yeah.
Bosnia Pina.
Yeah.
That should be your next short film. You and your brother directed, and he stars in it.
No, I want to do really some. I have a good script for hoping that somebody.
Don't tell
will.
them what it is, but
No.
I'm interested in your films. They sound like great projects.
Yeah, it's kind of different approach to films and everything. Like,
Yeah.
really.
Is that what's next for you? You're focusing on making your films. I know you're
I'm
getting
focusing
jobs
for-
in the Balkans.
I'm probably gonna work as a butcher in Balkan.
Do you remember when I was doing 7 baby pigs and in the same time for 7 minutes and I did one chick giggle for 7 minutes? It was world record. They want to put in a Guinness book, but I didn't want to.
Well, Baba, you should be in the Guinness book
Yeah, I
for
know.
jiggling for 7 minutes.
7 and slaughtering baby pigs. It's
Oh.
baby. It's beautiful.
I'm joking, of course. And then I did actually last year. I did a feature film, which is which is it's gonna be in Vancouver Film Festival.
Yeah.
And I did TV series also in Serbia called Sablja. I don't know how to translate Sablja.
Oh, like sword?
Sword, yeah. So I was playing in this time. There, I was playing a good guy. I mean, I was.
Oh, you played a good guy.
Yeah, chief of police. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Chief of police.
I don't know. I
No more
don't
bad guys.
want to see this. I'm not seeing this.
chief
movie.
We only want bad
No.
Geljo.
No.
And in the movie, I'm so good.
Do you like kick doors open and people are graping each other? You're like, stop that.
That's not
No grapes
No,
here.
no, I'm so nice person. In the boat, in the series, I'm like a chief of police, and then in a film, I'm the grandfather of one sick kid.
Yeah.
Really, but I cannot say anything about that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be in Vancouver Festival.
Amazing.
We didn't pass the Toronto Film Festival. I don't know why, but
Don't worry, neither did I.
yeah.
It's okay.
But I understand. Somehow I understand.
Yeah.
So
I was
Anyways,
gonna be like, me neither. I didn't make.
did you pass?
No.
Any other questions for Mr. Geljo?
Mr. Geljo.
yes.
How did you get so sexy?
What?
How did you get so sexy?
Sexy?
Yeah.
I'm sexy?
Yeah.
I don't think so. No.
Tell us your secret.
I'm one day
I was with a goat.
from my small feet, I realized that
You're sexy.
yeah.
It all starts with the feet on the internet.
Starts with the feet.
No, actually, there is maybe I have some female hormones in me. That maybe this is what.
It's
The way you move your body.
Yeah. The way I move my body. That's good.
It's the confidence, you know.
The one cheek.
It's called-
It's the one cheek jiggle.
yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Anyways, thank you so much for
Thank you for having
being on
me.
the show.
Yeah, thank
Really
you very much.
appreciate you.
Yes.
Looking forward to working with you.
Thank you.
Thank you, yeah.
Thank you guys for tuning into Nem's World Uncut. Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow, and stay tuned for more fuckery.
It was a baby boo, beautiful one, with a huge eyes, with like eyelashes like this. And then, and I was even, hello, stop! I poke his eye, and then I zaklala. Stop! We all have family. We had those two business, for butcher and for stripper business. You was amazingly good to be butcher. And I don't know who put in your stupid head to be stripper.